How to collaborate with art supply brands as a small channel, what does the whole process look like, and should you collaborate with them for free because you have a small following. While answering these questions, on the background I'll be filling my sketchbook pages with Arrtx acrylic markers, as Arrtx kindly sent me a new set of markers to try out. I had already gotten a similar set from the previous collaboration with them, so thanks to Arrtx, I own more shades of colors now. By the way, I have not drawn a single thing for the last 2 months. I started the sketchbook in 2023 and wanted to finish it till 2024, but here I was with 20 more blank pages in it. My inactivity has its reasons, but Arrtx saved me, and I'm going to fill several pages with these markers to experiment and practice. FYI, it's a free collaboration, and this is my goodwill to do my part in this process, which is determined by the kind gesture of the company sending me the markers that I enjoy to use. So just to be clear once more, in this video I'll be discussing free collaborations in general, my experience, communication and relationship with art brands, benefits and dangers, and so on. I hope you'll gain a lot of value out of this video, so let's get started. A little bit about my experience. First collaboration offer I ever got was from Ohuhu, which is famous for its alcohol markers. At this point, I have around 1.7k followers here on YouTube. I was extremely happy that they reached out to me, and their first email was saying that they needed to see my media kits. I got confused as I had no idea what media kit was, and instead of asking them about it, I didn't do it because I didn't want to seem ignorant. Although asking is completely okay actually, as you cannot know everything, especially when you're just starting out. But I didn't ask, and instead I decided to figure it out on my own. I found out it's just a visual representation of your content from all over your social media, just statistics that show how the content is performing. Based on this information, I realized I didn't have the media kit. I started looking for an appropriate website, platform to make a media kit as fast as possible. Before I continue talking about the main topic, I'll explain a little bit of what I did on this page. This coloring process was just an experiment. I'm not good at blending colors, especially when it comes to acrylic markers, but still, I think it was a beneficial experience. By the way, I filled the left page in February. Do you see any progress by any chance? Okay, back to the topic. And finally, I decided on beacons or beacons. I built a media kit there, so several hours later I sent a reply showing my gratitude for an offer with the media kit link included. I waited for the follow-up for the next 2 weeks, but didn't receive anything back. I remember telling Nadia about it, who's an illustrator and a fellow YouTuber, and our conversation made me decide to write to the Ohuhu representative again to make sure my reply didn't get lost. For me, it was essential to know whether a company changed their mind to collaborate with me because of my performance, but I never ever heard from them, and finally I gave up on waiting for their reply. This collaboration didn't happen, but at least I have a media kit now. Second offer I got was from Arrtx, the art brand of various art supplies, and I made 2 short videos and 1 long video to showcase their acrylic markers. Next collab offer was from Crafties, which provides paint by numbers and diamond kits. Again, made the same amount of content for them as well. And here is my 4th collaboration with Arrtx again, and I'm grateful for it. I learned a lot from my experience and mistakes I made along the way. For example, even though both offers from Arrtx and Crafties were meant to be free collaborations, I didn't consider an extra cost, which I would have to pay to pick up the art items from the post office. I need to pay for the weight of the package to be able to pick it up. When Arrtx reached out to me again, I let them know about this additional cost, and they covered it with no issue. They're always very nice and thoughtful, which is a big plus throughout the collaboration process. Why should you collaborate with art brands as a small channel? Collaborating with art brands can be beneficial in many different ways for a small channel. You'll get a chance of trying out some high-quality art supplies and items. You might get a new audience that is interested in using the same supplies and even get some monetary compensation for your hard work. There's always a chance for a potential monetary gain as you're able to share affiliate links along with your content. If the links get used and someone buys the product you mention in your content, you will get a small percentage of the purchase. How to collaborate with art brands as a small channel. First of all, if you're expecting to be approached by art brands for collaboration, make sure you have an audience that's actively engaging with your content. Doesn't matter how small or big it might be. For that, you should be making content consistently. Consistency might mean different time periods for different people. Once a week, once a month, every day, etc. Then you need to make sure you have your email address written out in the bio parts of your social media platforms. When a brand comes across your account and decides to contact you, they should be able to find your email address or any other contact information easily. I believe you already know that you should have a media kit where all your social media profiles will be represented. The media kit should show some statistical information like your engagement rate, your following, etc. If it has a form of a web page as mine, you can include the link in your bio along with your contact information. Brands should be able to see what you can do, what kind of content you make to decide whether your content can be used for their campaigns. You can use different platforms to build a media kit, even a personal website if you got one. If not, you can always use 𝐵eacon's built-in media kit template like I do at the moment. Just in case, the link will be in the description box of this video. Be nice and polite when communicating with brands, just like you want the brand representatives to be nice and polite to you. Reply them on time, communicate clearly. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Make sure absolutely everything is clear before you get the package or start making content. Does not matter whether brands reach out to you or you reach out to them. Either way, you need to have a professional approach, and also your offer needs to be personalized. All of this is important to build and maintain a good relationship with brands to create more future collaboration opportunities for you. Art brands might have different offers. They might want you to paint a painting, try out and review an art supply, whatever it may be. Make sure your skill set meets the requirements. Leave no room for misunderstanding or misinterpretation. For example, Arrtx is quite straightforward. They give you free choice of what to create with their art supply, don't give you a strict time limit, so it's easy and comfortable to collaborate with them. Just make sure you can handle all the requirements and everything is clear on both sides. As soon as you create a required content and share it accordingly, let the brand know about it and maybe thank them for trusting in you. Something I've never done before is reaching out to the potential collaborators instead of just waiting for them to find out about my existence and reach out to me once and for all. So what I could do is find brands and their contact information through platforms like Instagram or LinkedIn to get the email addresses of their marketing teams and send them my offer for collaboration. I will let the brand know who I am by introducing myself, explain why I'm interested in a potential collaboration, and showcase some parts of my content. I will let them know how I see a partnership could be beneficial for both me and the brand. I started painting this character Hal from Studio Ghibli movie House Moving Castle with gouache at the end of April, but soon left it unfinished. So I decided to do one more experiment by coloring the rest of the sketch with acrylic markers. Made some color correction here and there and used a little bit of pencil and watercolor along the way. Beware of scam offers. I got some scam emails too that were disguised as collaboration offers. One thing to always remember is to avoid clicking any links the emails might contain, because the links might be leading to installing some manipulative viruses in your device that will give other people access to your personal information and bank accounts. I always check the authenticity of the company by checking their name on Google. Usually the company has social media like Instagram, which one of the scam companies also had, and as I checked the posts and comments on their Instagram account, I easily found out that it was a scam. People were commenting and warning each other to not believe this company, since they were asking people to pay $5 to get their item for free. But what really would happen was people would never get a promised item and the money would be deducted from their bank accounts, unfortunately even more than once. So anytime a company or brand asks you to pay any type of fee, consider it as a scam. It's actually not hard to detect a scam. Usually, imposter companies will offer you to promote an item that has nothing to do with your content. For example, I was asked to showcase a t-shirt because they were claiming they saw my appearance on Instagram, which is absurd because I never show it. And since they saw me, they considered me to be able to present their t-shirt well in a video. Without even checking information about that company, with those silly claims, the email seemed quite fishy already. Should collaborations be free? I believe you can accept free collaborations when you're just starting out and you are sure you are getting something valuable out of it, be it a high quality art supply, an experience, etc. Creating content for brands can be very energy and time consuming depending on what is required from you. Just make sure you're getting value out of the collaboration and it's not only one-sided. But it's not a necessity to start by accepting free collaborations even if you are just a beginner. You can set a decent price for your skills, time and energy, and definitely don't feel ashamed for it. Plus, when you get paid for creating a content with an item you received from the brand, you have no tax responsibility. But if you are getting it for free in exchange for making content to promote it, there's a little chance it might be taxable. And this is something I never knew. It appears many content creators lack information about this part of the whole free collaboration process. I saw many video examples on TikTok how influencers are getting a surprise tax for the brand free gifts they believed would be totally free of charge. In my case, since I don't receive any income from content creation, I don't pay taxes for it, which is logical because you are not obliged to pay a tax for something that doesn't exist. But if you are receiving an income, your free gifts might be taxable. Most likely, you will not need to pay taxes on gifts. There might be a chance of the opposite. I'm not trying to freak you out, I'm just warning you to be careful. The best thing to do about it is to talk with a tax professional in your country to be safe. So, to protect myself from anything unexpected, I decided to not accept free collaborations anymore and ask for signing a contract that will guarantee my protection. I've been excited to work with professional brands, but I think I need to start valuing my skills, time and energy better, because if I don't do it at some point, no one will, ever. We should not pay to work with our time and energy, we should work to get paid. And brands should be providing everything a content creator needs in order to create a valuable promotion for them, including a well-deserved payment for the hard work. I'm grateful for experiencing on my previous collaborations, but I'll be taking a different path from now on. I'd love to hear your thoughts and approach on free collaborations. Share your experience if you have collaborated with any art brands yet. If not, I hope you'll consider all the tips I have provided in this video. I'll just be waiting for your comments. In case you want to grab this set of juicy acrylic markers, the links will be in the description box. Thanks for watching and listening. I'll see you in my next or previous videos. Bye bye!